Hello, and welcome to what might be the newest edition of our podcast called This Is Awesome. I'm one of your hosts, Kevin Fennell. Nick's over there, he's doodling.
Hey.
And so this time, it's going to be my pick for the movie we're going to watch today.
Kevin's pick.
My pick. And the movie is my personal favorite Batman, I think. Controversial. My favorite Batman.
Yeah.
We're watching Batman Mask of the Phantasm.
Wonderful piece.
It's a great movie. It's a better version of Batman Begins, as I remember. This is why I think it's awesome. I mean, it's a great movie, first of all, as a comic book movie, as a Batman movie, and as a cinematic film. It's by the guys that made the TV show, which is one of the best cartoons ever created by anyone ever.
Pretty good TV show.
It's voiced by amazing people. Kevin Conroy, I think, is my favorite Batman. That's what I was talking about.
Yeah, Mark Hamill as
Mark
Joker.
Hamill as Joker's. I mean, we can get into that argument later, but this movie is awesome. It's a backstory of Bruce Wayne. It's essentially Batman Begins, but better. Like I said, there's so many cool things. I can't remember the last time I watched it.
Dude, I don't even know. I haven't seen this movie in so long.
Yeah, so it's gonna be real exciting. It's great. I have it on VHS because, of course, I do. One of the things I like about this movie, I mean, it's written by people that love the comic. It's not written by by a screenwriter that's trying to adapt anything. It's comic book people putting on a comic book movie.
Yeah.
And doing it beautifully. And like I said, I think it's better than Batman Begins. We can talk about that later. I mean, because Batman Begins, controversial topic. Christopher Nolan's Batman's
I don't know.
not my favorite Batman movies.
They're okay.
They're good. They're good. I'm happy they made money. I'm happy they made Batman popular.
They just don't make any sense to me. Bruce Wayne's
anyway,
voice,
we're not going to talk about it. We're not talking about it right now.
Sore all the time.
We're going to talk about Batman Mask of the Phantasm because it's awesome. So check out Batman Mask of the Phantasm, and we'll be back after we watch it. It's only 77 minutes long. That's as long as Half Baked.
Yep. See you after the 77-minute break.
Absolutely.
You're watching stuff with Kevin and Nick. Watching it on the Disney Princess TV. You're watching stuff with Kevin and Nick. You're watching stuff.
Away we go. So we're back. I'm Kevin Fennell with...
I don't know why we need to reintroduce ourselves. It's only been 5 minutes.
Just say your name.
Why don't I just say my name?
Because you have to ruin everything. Anyway, that's Nick Stathopoulos. For no reason.
Ruining everything.
Just not going to introduce himself.
We introduced ourselves 5 minutes ago to our listeners.
But the whole point is that you listen to that before, and you watch the movie, and then you listen to the end. So it's not reintroducing yourself. It's saying, hey, we're back.
Oh.
So great job by you. That's Nick Stathopoulos. I'm Kevin Fennell. And we just watched Batman Mask of the Phantasm.
Mask of the Phantasm.
And I have to say, it was awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's
a cool movie as just a movie.
Just 100% like awesome.
It's just like, yeah, I mean, I feel like that's the type of comic book movie I want.
It's very distinct in that, like, you just get so much story. It's entirely story.
It's
everything.
It's 77 minutes. There's no fat. It's just, I mean, even the love stuff, like so
everything is treated like equally with with an equal amount of attention, because it's just, I think that's what like animation can like sort of afford. It's, you can do whatever you want, so you can just include everything without any like budgetary crisis.
But okay,
plus you get to have a kick-ass CGI opening where they're like flying through.
It was so gorgeous. There's Latin operatic singing in the background. It's, this beautiful score and like the CGI like
Everything's like all like
beautiful
really
computer graphic
deco,
over,
like,
yeah.
crazy.
Everything you think about Batman, like
Gorgeous.
illustration, and it's gorgeous. And you just fly through it. Ah. It's just the credits. It's a credit sequence. It's a 5-minute credit sequence, and it's gorgeous. Like that's 5 minutes of 77, and they still like Batman. Dark Knight Rises is like 3 hours long.
Yeah, and they don't have nearly as much meat.
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
it's just so. If you haven't watched the movie, which is, I mean, it's a great movie. Batman Mask of Phantasm is awesome. The whole idea is that there's a fantastic creature, the Phantasm,
yeah,
who hunts down this guy.
sort of like a dark reflection of Batman.
Yeah, like the darkest version of Batman.
And like make sure to acknowledge that Batman like is like sort of crazy.
Yeah, Batman's
And, like,
crazy.
To do what he does, he has to be like as intense as the people that he fights. And I feel like they do a good job making sure, like, say, to acknowledge this, like, just amongst the
and
public
what's
and
great,
Gotham.
because spoiler alert, who's the only person that's crazier than Batman? Batman's one true love.
Yeah, dude, seriously, they can't be together
Only
because
one.
they are so alone.
So the whole thing is that you're learning about Batman's backstory, or Bruce Wayne's backstory. Bruce Wayne falls in love with a girl
The backstory of
when he's
Bruce Wayne's
becoming
backstory of
becoming Batman. When he's, I mean, it's
But like
it's
through
Katie
through
Holmes.
these like really nice
It's-
flashbacks where
yeah,
it's just
oh.
like you're still set in like
Gotham.
what he
Yeah.
is and who he's become, and they like the story connects very well.
'Cause he's sworn to his parents that he's gonna fight evil.
Yeah, and
I mean-
he's crying. He's crying at him.
He's crying at him, and that's where he meets the girl of his dreams in a graveyard. Because of course he does. He's Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, and all the action, all of their key love points happen at their parents' graves.
Yeah. Oh, it's great. I mean, this movie's great.
Something
The
true.
storyline, like the love storyline it's really nice.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because we always cared about Batman. That's one of the things I was trying to think of during this movie.
Well,
is that
they
if-
make him super easy for like preteens to empathize with because it's just the language that he speaks. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't care about you anymore.
Oh, it's so funny. He's Batman. I mean, because he is.
He's
Like,
a man-child.
he is a man-child. How is he going to mature? He fights vigilantes at night. He doesn't have a job. He can't have a job.
Well, he doesn't have to have a job.
Well, he doesn't have to have a job. He's a billionaire.
He's
That's
just-
the thing. Like, how is he going to... Like, I
He's
can't
just
be
this
a
bored billionaire.
vigilante.
He's just this bored billionaire who like
I
feels
can't
like
be a
it's his
vigilante.
duty. It's
I
my
have to get a
duty. I
job.
have to protect.
Stop saying duty.
Buddy.
It makes me giggle.
What's wrong with you?
Dude, he's the funniest.
Duty, duty, poopy,
Stop it.
poopy, poopy, duty.
You're bothering me.
Anyway,
Yeah, Batman. Ugh. But that's the thing. Like, I love Batman. You love Batman.
yeah,
Going into this, if we brought anybody in to watch this Batman first, which is impossible at this point since everyone's seen the Chris Nolan Batmans, if
it's not impossible. There are people out there.
not the Michael Keaton Batman.
People out there with that.
Yeah.
I'm sure
Because
that
they
none
never.
of those people would be
'cause
listening to
the thing
a podcast
about this, yes.
about.
Well, I mean, I'm saying in general,
Mhm.
like women. I like women.
Congratulations! I'm
They
glad
have
you had
an
to share
interest
that. with
in
everybody.
Batman, or a small interest.
Well,
in-
he's
would,
become
like,
a piece
be
of like pop
introduced.
culture that like you can indulge upon. I think people do it.
They don't show the death, the parents' death. That was the thing that is probably like the biggest the hurdle if you want to watch this as an origin.
I never.
Because this teaches you how he became Batman better than
Yeah,
Batman. The
yeah.
movie with
That he
Keaton. And-
became Batman not because his parents died,
Yeah.
but because his girlfriend dumped him.
Yeah,
Like that's essentially what this movie has told me.
yeah,
He's already broken his vow to his parents. He's just like, guys, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to marry this lady.
yeah. But chicks,
and
chicks suck,
Hey,
right?
hey,
right,
no,
Bruce?
no.
Right, Bruce? Me and Bruce,
And he's
you
a
eye
victim
to
of
eye on this
circumstance.
one.
We all know what happened
Yeah,
here. We all
yeah.
know she didn't. This wasn't by her choice. Just
It's true.
he didn't know that, but he didn't know that. What did he
Yeah.
know? He was just.
He just got dumped, and it was just like, oh.
What is he in those scenes? Like 20, 21?
And they don't even say.
No, he's in college. They say that.
Yeah, he's in college,
She's,
in classes.
she's seen him around
in
campus.
classes, on campus. Oh, yeah. But yeah, Bruce Wayne's just a broken-hearted guy and wanted to fight bad guys, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, how great is that scene? The flashback, his first flashback as his first incarnation of Batman.
I'm just the dude in the ski mask.
He's just the dude in a ski mask.
No! Jumping off the truck.
Yeah.
Just yelling at everybody.
It's great. I mean, and here's the thing about that scene, and the fight scenes in general, this is the problem I had with Batman Begins. You understand what's happening in them.
Yeah, they're concise, and you can see what's happening. Yeah.
They're beautifully shot.
Like, really, how long is a fight really? Do fights really last?
I have no idea. Well, these Batman fights are one punch and done, but I don't know if that's real life.
Yeah.
Like, I've never been in a fight.
He's got a punch him
I
a
believe
couple
there's a
times.
couple more punches usually involved. But Batman's real strong. He's real strong.
Yeah, he's probably wearing, like, brass knuckles and stuff.
You think? In the gloves?
I don't know. He's got, like, metal
It
parts
seems
on him.
smart.
They have, like, chings
His,
on the gauntlets.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah.
It would be smart to wear brass knuckles underneath.
Yeah. Unless he wants to spread his fingers
Yeah.
out really far. Or give somebody a high five. But he's Batman, he's not gonna
Yes, that's the thing about this movie, too. It's, I'm pretty sure, where'd my box go? There's my box.
between your legs, Kevin.
Yes. Oh, it's only PG. I thought it might be PG-13. There's a lot of blood in this movie and some death.
Yeah, like
Like,
when
I could never...
he punches the Joker and his tooth just
Pops right out. There's a lot of blood, and there's, I mean, a lot of people die, because that's the whole thing. The Angel of Death, Phantasm,
Yeah, but they kill people in the
Bruce
TV
Wayne's
show.
ex-girlfriend
People, like, are just like...
is murdering people.
There's, like, stuff that happens in the TV show, I feel like. There's, like...
I don't think there's death in the TV show.
Aren't there, like, bridges that explode?
Yeah, there's bridges that explode,
Buildings fall.
but
Like,
she's
people
straight
are
up
being-
murdering people.
That's true.
I feel like there was
She is.
more bullets and more like danger by bullets in this. Like
I really like that they don't emphasize the twist. It's just sort of like, oh wait, turns out he's dead. Yeah, she's
Yeah.
They're
Oh,
not
yeah.
like dum bum bum.
I mean, Joker figures it out more before Batman does.
He was there. He knew what was
Because
going on.
I feel like Joker's just smarter
But
than
also,
Batman.
no. Joker knew what was going on because the Joker killed her dad.
Yeah, that's fair.
Spoiler alert. Sorry.
The Joker killed her dad. But pre-Joker.
Pre-Joker, pre-Batman,
Joker.
pre all the.
No, but pre-Joker Joker. That's the thing. Yeah. Okay. So we'll keep talking. But,
So we will.
yeah. What I was talking about with the guns. Like I remember in the first fight scene Batman's in, because Batman goes to break up a bunch of hooligan mobsters, who are talking about fake money, and he lifts up their table, and bullets are whizzing by his head, and it's awesome. And as he picks up the table and throws it at him, it was really cool looking. I still remember like bullets being that big a deal in the cartoon. But I mean, also this isn't part of the cartoon.
Yeah, they got a higher budget. They can put bullet holes in the table.
It was super cool. It was just cool looking. It was. And then he leads the gangsters into the Phantasm, who kills the first bad guy. Kills him. Well, I mean, he drives himself off a bridge.
Does he die? I guess he does.
Yeah,
die.
he's
They
got
say
it.
that he dies.
There's no way.
Well, they say that he's dead later on.
Yeah, and he's got no seatbelt, and she
There's
punched out the window shield, so he's.
Well, no. There's always the dead man on the horn sound. That's what it was.
That's what I'm saying. I think he would flew right by it. He's got no seatbelt. He's got no windshield.
Did he not have a seatbelt on?
I don't think so. I mean, he's a mobster. He's a bad guy. Bad guys don't wear seatbelts.
But he's old enough
Also,
to be concerned about his
also
health.
in fake 1940s cars, how many seatbelts do they have?
Usually a seatbelt, don't they?
I don't remember.
I don't know either. But it's like
Does Batman wear a seatbelt?
no.
I hope Batman does.
Batman wears a seatbelt. They
Oh.
show it. It's a TV show it's a kid show from the 90s.
It's true.
He's gonna wear a
He's
seatbelt.
got to. He's the hero.
You can't not include it.
Yeah. So a little things that bother me.
I'm not bothered you,
Well,
Kev.
okay. I know Phantasm, fantastical, all that jibber jab. Phantasm has like all this smoke that comes from nowhere and can magically disappear.
Well, that's because it's a cartoon.
Well, I don't care. There's nothing else that's fantastical in this cartoon. I mean, except for like the
it's
extreme jumping that Batman can do, but Batman's
It's
superhero.
about the image. It's about the image. She's selling something. She's selling the fear.
But I mean, okay, but she at one point she shows where the smoke comes from in her hand. That's
Yeah.
fine. But I don't like how she can disappear.
Dude, it's just she's got to have something.
Well, I mean, it'd be one thing if it was like she put out a lot of smoke and then ran.
It's probably what she does.
But like Batman
does the same thing. He's just got a grappling hook. That's what it is. You put a bunch of smoke in front of you so you can't see. You do the boring thing where you just run away.
But then Batman goes like up to the smoke and is like, "Is anybody here?"
Well,
And also,
Bruce Wayne,
when she
a
does
13-year-old,
it, why doesn't he just run after?
He doesn't know which direction she's running. Because then the
And
story would
there's
develop.
also that
The
time
story would develop.
that guy throws a spear at her and it goes through her tum-tums.
There is that. Well, that's because she's in like this giant bag.
I thought, I gave him that because she wears a big costume, make her look more scary. She's a chick.
Yeah.
Man, chicks.
Well, she's just smaller.
Chicks.
You gotta be so negative, Kevin.
Ah, man, women.
Yeah, Kevin. Women.
And the other thing that I was negative about Neggy in this movie was that I don't like seeing Joker before he becomes Joker.
Why not?
I don't know.
I loved when Bruce figured it out.
Yeah.
Like, by drawing just a smiley face on the old black and white picture of the pre-Joker Joker.
It's great. It is. And he's like, "Oh no!" I believe that was the subtitle. We watched this with subtitles on.
Yeah, most of which were not correct.
Not really.
Just summaries. Of what
But
people
I mean,
were
it have to be. You gotta get them quick.
saying.
And you know what? It's not like they can read lips. The people that are putting the subtitles on.
I don't know what people are capable of.
It's cartoons. You can't read lips in cartoons, Nick.
Well, then why do they have a lip syncer as an animator?
I hate you.
There you go.
Oh, my tum-tum. So I love that they go and get Joker. Oh, because they go back to his date. I like the whole connection to the future world. I mean, I think that's just wonderful writing. The whole idea of them having a future together. No, of course they don't. And look what future world becomes.
Future world becomes the Joker's playhouse.
And it's like all crappy and destitute and shitty. It's all balls.
But it's also like the Joker has sort of like mirrors, or has this like is existing in this sort of like demented fantasy where his wife is like a machine that it just makes food all the time, chopping bologna, because that's all the Joker eats, obviously.
No duh.
Because he's full of bologna. He's got to make the joke. But he's like living this like demented fantasy that could have been their future because of, they're toward a future world.
Yeah.
And what they actually became was these like
insane people that dress up in costumes who are obsessed
cannot move to the future.
Yeah, obsessed with revenge.
Yeah.
As much as
though the girl has I feel like she's got like a way better reason than Bruce does. It's like really ruined her life, whereas he's just like, my parents. She's all like,
my little bastard.
My parents are.
Yeah,
my father was forced me into this life. Where
it was a random, stick-up guy.
Yeah.
I mean, there's only so much.
This has just been endless.
That could be anybody's parents, and he just happens to be a billionaire, and he's, everyone else would have to pull themselves. Everyone else had to go to an orphanage. You would have to be stuck in that kind of program.
He's got Alfred, good old enabling Alfred.
Alfred's great.
Alfred is an enabler.
Of course, he's an enabler. He's Alfred. But I mean, man, can that guy take a hint? He's great at leaving a room. He's great at watching people make out and go, "Ooh!" Which is funny both times they make the joke. Ooh. Both times.
Alfred, I'm sure I have something else to do.
Ooh. Ephraim Zimbalist Jr. Mark Hamill's so good in this movie.
He really is.
He's so good. Mark Hamill is just a brilliant Joker. And I love that
he's a wonderful voice actor.
He is. And you made this point, and I brought it up. I was thinking it in my head. Joker gives away all of his ideas, all of his plans. And, like, he doesn't have to call the guy. He doesn't have to call the girl when
to let her know, like, hey, I'm going to kill you.
I'm about to send something right at you.
You could just blow her up.
Could have just blown her up.
But that's his like hubris. It's his.
I know.
He's gotta get.
But he always gives people just enough time to leave.
I think it's because people always make just enough time to leave.
He just
for themselves.
Yeah, I know. It's a cartoon. I understand.
That's not the point I was trying to make.
Yeah.
They have to make it in time.
They do. I know. I love it, but I mean, it's like a Joker thing too.
Everybody.
He's super hubris, and he's great. I love this movie. It's amazing. Do you think it's better than Batman Begins?
I think a lot of things are better than Batman Begins. Okay. This movie being one of them.
Okay, well, that's fair then.
it just tells the story of Batman's, like, not, you don't need a complete story because you already know. It's already out there.
Like, you shouldn't.
Out there.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm asking for, like, a beginner to start with.
Yes, it's good. It's good. Good place to start.
You know, as kids, I mean, because you don't, like I said.
I mean, you have to know the Batman character already. That's the thing.
See, I don't. Yeah.
I mean, you have to know about the death of the parents and all that, like basic stuff.
That's the only basic thing you know. Death of his parents and Alfred.
Yeah. And that he's Batman and he fights crime.
Yeah.
And who the Joker is. And
So we know all that from the beginning. He shows up as Batman. He starts fighting people.
yeah. All right then.
But he never says I'm Batman, like in Keaton, which is amazing.
I'm Batman.
I'm Batman.
I'm Batman. God. Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton. That was a great movie too. Also better than Batman Begins. Maybe I just don't like Batman Begins at all.
Well, it's just not that good. The second one is the one that's good.
Dark Knight's good.
Yeah.
That's
That's it.
it's better than this, but not by all that much. Is my point.
They just did a good job on that one. But not as good a job as they did on the movie. Batman the movie.
Yeah, the original Batman movie. Are you talking about Batman the movie where they turn UN into dust?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's we don't need to talk
We
about
gotta
that.
talk about that. We keep talking about Mask the Phantasm. So what does she do? She just leaves now? She gets to go off and have? Is she
She's
happy?
gotta live a secret life.
I mean, she's killed everybody. I mean, Joker's not dead, but
But I'm sure that they work something out.
yeah, I'm sure she.
Or that she has to leave because he's...
I mean, Joker
He got away.
I don't feel like Joker's gonna go after her.
Yeah, that's it. That's why she has to leave, though.
Yeah.
He's probably just like, I'm not gonna kill you.
But is she gonna be a happy person in life? I mean, she got her
No.
revenge. She's gonna be sad. Her dad's still dead.
Yeah, she
Still.
doesn't... It never gets better, man. It never gets better.
She seemed to be jet setting around the world.
What?
So, did she kill that guy, leave, and then take a plane? Because she is seen on a plane coming into Gotham. But remember, she has the Bruce Wayne time.
Well, she's got the teleportation with the fog, so she probably just fogged.
I don't think that's true.
She probably just fogged in. Fogged in, fogged out, took care of business.
Like, that's such a misdirect, like a rude misdirect to like children. If the whole idea was like, oh, that wasn't even her on the plane, they're just showing a plane, and a Bruce Wayne Time magazine, somebody else is reading Time magazine with Bruce Wayne's face on it.
It's possible. I don't know what the writer's intention was. I know what I got from it.
Yeah,
I got that she fogged in,
you're
took care of business.
you're big in the fogging.
Fogged out.
I guess you need to get this magical fog. Oh, it is that special residue. That's how Batman, the world's
Yeah.
greatest. She calls him the world's greatest detective.
That's because that's what he is. He's the world's greatest detective.
Is he? Is he really? Anyway,
Dude,
I mean, he should have been able to find out the dude was dead already.
it took him a little bit.
I mean, he's obviously been dead for a couple of years. Somebody had to find out that Beaumont's dead.
Yeah, but he was in hiding while
If
he
he's
died.
the world's greatest detective,
Yeah,
he
and
could have figured out Beaumont was
It
dead.
only took him, 66 minutes to figure it out, so... It's not that bad.
That
Not
is
that bad.
Pretty impressive.
Not that bad in my book. I'm not going to say that he figured it out before I did. But...
How much did you remember?
I've seen the movie before.
How much did you remember?
I'm pretty sure I knew right away that it was her, so...
I thought it was her because I remembered it being her, but when they said it was the dad, I was like, oh man, I hope it's the dad. And then
No, and he can't just... Because then he could just, like, abandon Batman and, like, go off.
Yeah, I know.
It's just like, what's her face? Ra's al Ghul's daughter.
yeah,
And can't just, like...
yeah. But I still had that secret hope deep inside that Batman and the girl were going to live happily ever after, even though I knew it was going to happen.
Kevin, you saw Future World. There's no future.
I don't care. I still want Batman to be happy with it.
There's nothing.
Super hot redhead.
Dude, she's a cartoon.
I'm just saying.
They're all shaped the same.
But I mean, Joker is like, ooh! I love when Joker gives dap to Artie Reeves, the councilman. He's like, ooh, you screwed over her father, and now you're trying to screw her. I like your style. That was like my favorite Joker moment, I think. The entire time when he's on the phone with her.
When Joker's just a perv.
Well, when he's doing like the whole like 4th grade like best friend routine. He's like, shh, don't tell her I'm here. But I mean, it's also super scary because Joker's homicidal.
Yeah.
But I love him.
You love him so much, why you marry him?
I would if I could only find him.
He's not real, Kev.
Ah, damn, why'd you tell me to marry him then?
I don't know.
You're not very good at this game.
Are we playing a game?
We're always playing a game. I'm always losing.
Is it over now?
I guess, if you don't want to talk about Batman Phantasm anymore.
I don't really have anything else to say.
No, that's great. How wonderful for you.
You want to monologue for a while? You can keep
No,
going.
I'm done.
I'm sure that
Nick's
you can
done
go on for
talking.
another 3 or
I'm
4
done
hours.
talking. I believe it was pretty awesome. Nick.
Pretty good, pretty good.
Alright, I'm Kevin Fennell.
I'm me.
Oh, God.
It's all over me.
He's just the worst at this game. And this has been awesome.